Today, our topic is the Stoic secret to building discipline. Discipline is something many people struggle with. We all want to be better, to achieve our goals, and to live a life we can be proud of. But often, we find it hard to stay focused, to keep going when things get tough, or to resist the temptations that pull us away from our path. This is where Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, can help. Stoicism teaches us how to build discipline by focusing on what we can control, accepting what we cannot, and training our minds to stay strong in the face of challenges. Let's explore how we can use Stoic principles to develop the discipline we need to succeed in life. The first Stoic idea that can help us build discipline is understanding the difference between what we can control and what we cannot. The Stoics believe that many things in life are outside our control. The weather, other people's opinions, and even some of the events that happen to us are not up to us. But what we can control is how we respond to these things. Our thoughts, our actions, and our attitudes are within our power. When we focus on what we can control, we stop wasting energy on things that don't matter and start using our energy wisely. For example, if you are trying to get fit, you cannot control how quickly your body changes or how others judge your progress. But you can control whether you exercise regularly, eat healthy food, and stay committed to your goal. By focusing on these things, you build discipline, because you are directing your efforts where they truly matter. The second Stoic principle for building discipline is learning to accept discomfort. The Stoics believe that comfort is not always good for us. When we avoid discomfort, we become weak. But when we face it, we grow stronger. Discipline often requires us to do things that are hard or unpleasant. Waking up early, working on a difficult project, or saying no to unhealthy habits can all feel uncomfortable. But the Stoics taught us that discomfort is not our enemy. It is our teacher. When we embrace discomfort, we learn to endure it, and over time, we become more resilient. Think of it like lifting weights. At first, it feels heavy and tiring, but as you keep doing it, your muscles grow stronger. The same is true for your mind. When you practice doing hard things, your discipline grows stronger. Another important Stoic idea is to focus on the present moment. Many of us struggle with discipline because we are either worrying about the future or regretting the past. We think, what if I fail? Or I should have started sooner. But the Stoics remind us that the only time we truly have is now. The past is gone, and the future is not guaranteed. What matters is what we do in this moment. If you want to build discipline, start by focusing on what you can do right now. Instead of thinking about how much work you have to do, just take the first step. Instead of worrying about how long it will take to reach your goal, focus on making progress today. When you live in the present, you stop procrastinating and start taking action. The Stoics also teach us to practice self-reflection. Discipline is not just about doing hard things. It's about understanding why we do them. Take time to think about your goals and values. Ask yourself, why is this important to me? When you have a clear reason for why you are doing something, it becomes easier to stay disciplined. For example, if you want to save money, remind yourself why. Maybe it's to provide for your family, to travel, or to have freedom in the future. When you connect your actions to a deeper purpose, you are more likely to stay motivated. Another Stoic tool for building discipline is to practice gratitude. It may seem surprising, but being thankful can help you stay disciplined. When we focus on what we lack, we feel unhappy and unmotivated. But when we focus on what we have, we feel content and energized. The Stoics believe that gratitude helps us appreciate the present and stay focused on our goals. For example, if you are working on a difficult project, instead of complaining about how hard it is, be thankful for the opportunity to learn and grow. When you cultivate a mindset of gratitude, you are less likely to give up when things get tough. The Stoics also emphasized the importance of setting realistic expectations. Many people fail to build discipline because they set goals that are too big or too vague. They say, I want to be successful, or I want to get in shape, but they don't have a clear plan. The Stoics taught us to break our goals into smaller, manageable steps. Instead of saying, I want to write a book, start by saying, I will write 1 page today. When you set realistic expectations, you are more likely to stay disciplined because you can see progress and feel a sense of accomplishment. Another Stoic practice that can help build discipline is to visualize challenges ahead of time. The Stoics called this premeditatio malorum, which means the premeditation of evils. This doesn't mean we should be negative or pessimistic. Instead, it means we should prepare ourselves for difficulties so we are not caught off guard. For example, if you are trying to eat healthy, imagine yourself at a party with lots of tempting food. Think about how you will handle the situation. Will you give in to temptation, or will you stay strong? By visualizing challenges, you can plan your response and build the discipline to stick to your goals. Finally, the Stoics remind us that discipline is a practice, not a one-time achievement. We don't become disciplined overnight. It takes time, effort, and consistent effort. There will be days when we fail, when we feel weak, or when we want to give up. But the Stoics teach us that failure is not the end. It is an opportunity to learn and grow. When we fall, we should get back up and keep going. Every small step we take, every effort we make, brings us closer to becoming the disciplined person we want to be. In conclusion, the Stoic secret to building discipline is about focusing on what we can control, embracing discomfort, living in the present, practicing self-reflection, cultivating gratitude, setting realistic expectations, visualizing challenges, and understanding that discipline is a lifelong practice. By applying these principles, we can develop the strength and resilience to overcome obstacles, stay committed to our goals, and live a life of purpose and meaning. Discipline is not easy, but with the wisdom of Stoicism, we can learn to master ourselves and achieve what truly matters.